Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, I think. Um, I've had the most glorious day today. My granddaughter and her two children came down from Alabama. 12 hours they had to drive to come, and but right now, and so we have had a beautiful day. But right now, all of the young ones went off to an arcade. They're going to play at some of the video games or whatever they do at an arcade. I don't know. And so, but me and Papa, we stayed here because we's old. We's old, too old. We didn't want to go. But anyway, they'll have fun. So I figured I missed you guys, so I needed to make a video. And what I'm going to do, again, I watched Deliberately Creative. Is that her name? Yes, Deliberately Creative. And she was teaching how to make a spider web. We've done a spider web in our Zentangle lessons, but we're going to do this one a little bit different. And so I'm going to start off. Let me see. I got me a tree branch going here. I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make a tree branch. I think so. Let's see. Make a branch somehow. I don't know what the heck. Okay, I want to get a branch going up here. She had a branch going up like this too, so I figure I need to have one too. Well, maybe hers wasn't just like this, but anyhow, she started out with tree branch like this, and I think that looks, I did that in pencil so that I could erase if I didn't like it, but I think this is going to be fine. So now I'm going to go over, kind of over my pencil line, and I'm using gel pens today. Today I'm using gel pens. We can use whatever we want, but I'm using, well, no, I'm not only going to use gel pens. I'm going to use some of my microns as well. But so first I'm getting my little tree branches here so that this Miss Susie the spider, whatever her name is, will be able to have something to attach her web to. There we go. So there's my branch. So I have my branch. I guess I probably really did not need to put the pencils, but now I'm going to go erase. Well, yeah, I shouldn't have erased either because now I'm smeared. Well, it's okay that I smear that ink some because it kind of gives it a little bit of something. So it's smeared. That's okay. And then I'm going to actually tangle in this. I'm using a brown gel pen. I'm going to tangle in the whole tree. I don't know that I'm going to do that right now, though. I'm just starting it right now, just to show you what I'm going to do. So rather than to color in the whole tree, I'm going to tangle the tree. So see how I'm going to do it this way on the whole tree. Okay, now first for my spider web, you cannot have a spider web without a spider. The spider is going to build the spider web. See how I did that? Okay, I'm thinking, probably you're thinking I should zoom in, and I wish I could, but I can't zoom. This camera, that the computer, the way it, although I had a zoom feature on this camera, on the other computer, on this one, no. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my spider like here in the center. So he's got his little head and he's got his little body. That's my little spider. That's going to be my starting point. And then I'm going to use my pencil and I'm going to draw lines from the little spider, from his middle of his body, and I'm going to go and section off this web so it's attaching itself to the tree. This spider would be very proud of me because spiders are pretty smart, that they can build these beautiful, beautiful webs, and they're just born knowing how to build a beautiful web. And so I'm just gonna go. I had a friend one time, actually my neighbors, Mr. and Miss Denby, used to live across the street. Now they live in heaven, but they had a daughter who was a photographer. She worked for National Geographic. National Geographic sent her to someplace in Africa, and I don't remember now exactly where it was, and to film, to catch images of spider webs. And when she came back and talked about her experience over there, it was amazing. Certain times of day, the sun had to be just right or whatever to get these pictures of the spider webs. And my gosh, they were amazing. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I'm going to start here. I'm just going to go to where they're attached to the tree. I can go ahead and do that already in my pen. I'm not going to worry about doing that with pencil, because there it's just going to be what it is. And I'm going to go from each one of these stems that I just went out, I'm going to just make a hump. Now I did not watch the whole video from the Deliberately Creative. I think her name is Samantha. I'm not real sure, but I do like watching her. I do. She's one of my favorites. And so now I'm just going from one end to the, and they're not all symmetrical. You see how this spider here, Susie the spider, she wanted her web to be extra beautiful. And so, you see there, so that's that much. And then we go up a bit, and we're going to go again. Kind of looks like an umbrella. And we're doing the same thing as we're making them little humpties. And as you can see, they're not all perfectly, symmetrical or perfectly spaced. They're just going in there. Because this, now a real spider, I'm just a pretend spider, but a real spider might get them even more better than this. But I was not born a spider, so I don't know how to do it perfectly. So we're going again now with a third little Humpty Humps. Okay, so I got 3 rows of Humpty Humps. But I still got this, Susie the spider still has got room to live right there in her little web. Now, when she's done though spinning her web, she's going to go off hiding up here in a tree somewhere and wait. She's just going to wait. Maybe a fly or a mosquito or something will get caught up in that web, and then she'll come and eat it. It's going to be her dinner. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, see what we're going to do here now is, see, now where I put the pencil lines, which I probably didn't need to do the pencil lines, because they don't have to be perfect, so I probably did not need to do that. But I did it nonetheless. And so now I'm darkening these lines, but not, I'll wait a minute before I do the line that goes all the way to the spider, because I got to make sure my spider, okay, there, I got, oh, no, I didn't do the, is that one? No. Okay. My eyesight is... Okay. So there. Now I'm going to fix my spider. Oh, see, I didn't mean to put them lines in there all the way. But anyway, that's okay because you're going to go there later anyway. So I'm just going to blacken in his little body, her little body. It's Susie. There we go. And then we're going to give her some legs. And so... And I don't know that I'm doing her legs exactly like they're supposed to be, but they're close enough. And then... But that's my little spider. And I think she's quite lovely. Get her a little blacked in a little bit more. And then now I'll finish my lines inside. And get all that web done. Now, that's beautiful. But now, this is where we start doing our Zentangle. Doing our Zentangle moves in here. Now this is where. Now, did I already say this? I can't zoom this in. I wish I could zoom it in. I'm going to work on something to see if I can't get this camera at a different something. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to find some, let's see, what I call fall colors, which fall colors can be just really anything, you know. Fall colors are just colors, you know. Let's see, my tree is going to be that brown. And I'm using, these are all Artesia gel pens. I really do like these. I really do like these Artesia gel pens. So now what I want to do is I want to do each of my okay, when I watched Deliberately Creative, she watercolored her page first, so she had kind of a background. I'm not doing that right now. Maybe if I do it again, I might then watercolor it, but I'm not going to do that right now. But what I think, did I make one? Oh, I did. Good. I was wondering if I have made an odd or even number of spaces. So what I want to do is I'm going to go with my colors, and I'm going to do some simple Zentangle designs, tangles, different tangles. Now I'm going to do this one. See, I'll just go here and just to get my whole thing. I don't want to take too long. See, sometimes when I do these kind of things, I do take a while. And then I'm going to go with, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to skip that piece right there, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to do the same tangle right here. And you don't have to do it this way. You use whatever tangles you want, what you think that your spider is going to like. And you don't have to name your spider Susie. You can name your spider Jose. I had a moth last night. I should put my moth. I named my moth Jose, but I had a moth in my house, and he was big. And so of course I took a picture of him, but I didn't want to get no flash water or nothing after him because he didn't do anything to harm me. And he was beautiful. So I took a picture of him so I could go show Papa. And then I was going to have Papa go catch it and put it outside, but then I forgot to tell him to go catch it and put it outside. Then this morning when I got up, the moth was still right in that same place. So I said, oh my gosh, that moth is still right there. And so he went and got a jar, and he was able to catch the moth in the jar and then bring the moth outside and turn him loose so that he could go back into nature where he needed to be, because he was totally lost sitting on my hallway wall. And So, but I named him Jose. His name was Jose. But I name a lot of things Jose because I got an alter ego that is Jose. Sometimes I'm Jose. Now, look, see, is this looking already pretty? So I'm just using the orange in there. And so I just so happened that I did have an even number of spaces there without really thinking about it. But if you do want to do something like this where you're alternating the designs, then you do want to come up with an equal amount of spaces in these pie shapes. Instead of odd number, have equal number, so that there's a yes and a no and a yes and a no. Okay, now, see? That's pretty, right? Even just that far. I think that's pretty. She's liking it. And so then, maybe I will want to do a, let's see, what will I do here? I will just go, whoops, I gotta get me scratch. Oh, there we go. Should I just go, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go simple because I don't want to do anything complex right now on this one because I don't want to take up too much of your time, because I can make another one more complex when I'm just on my own. There now, and then I'm going to go and do that same thing right here. So see, you can go very simple. You do not have to have the complex tangles. There's a lot of them that will really look good in here, but we're just going to go with very simple ones. And because even when you do a simple ones like this, when especially doing color, you can you know, change them around. You can, like this one right here, you could color every other line a different color, really make it a rainbow, and that would be pretty. And when we're doodling, we're doing Zentangle inspired art, we're doodling. We are just doodling. And there's not going to be no teacher that's going to grade us on it or anything. And so we are pretty much on our own. And you just never know what you're going to come up with. I've just been having so much fun with doodling, and then now I've had my eyes opened up to scribble art, and oh my gosh, that has got me. And that's what I learned. I learned the scribble art right there on the Scrappin' Lizzie Unicorn page is where I learned the scribble art, because one of our members put up a picture that was done in scribble art, and I thought, oh my gosh, that was absolutely amazing. And so now I have started scribbling, and man, doing stuff like that is just it's just so free, and you just feel so free. You know, that's what I've said before. You know, we're all beginners. We're all beginners. And even though we have been putting pencil, pen, crayons, markers, whatever to paper for years and years, we are still all beginners. We are never, I guess we grow some experience, but we're just beginning. We're always beginning because we're always learning new things. I want some kind of a green in here, like this darker green, I think. Yeah. So, oh, and this is what I love. I love about this group that we have is we're always beginning. We're always learning new things, just beautiful new things. And that scribble art, when I first saw that, I was amazed. I was amazed. And then another thing I've been seeing is another one of our girls, Tracy, has been using paintbrushes. And she made a witch out of one, and then I want to do that. I seen that, and I said, and I know where to get the paintbrushes. I just haven't went and got them yet. And so I think I'll wait till company is, they're only going to be here for 2 days, and then they're in another, then they're going somewhere else in Florida for 2 days, because they can't be here long, because little Taylor's got to get back to school. And so, oh, but seeing my great-grandchildren, oh my goodness, that it's just amazing. It's just absolutely a gift to see them, to have them here, to have them around. And they can be grumpy if they want to, they can be spoiled rotten if they want to be. It doesn't matter, because they're my great-grandchildren. And you know, you have your children, they're just regular. Now, I've told some of you this already. You know, you have your children, they're just regular, they're just children. And you do the best you can with those little heathens. Well, no, they're not heathens, they're just little children. But then when your children have children, then they start calling them grand, because then you realize, by then you've realized that they're not just heathens. What are heathens anyway? I guess I shouldn't use that word, because unless I really know what that means. But you have grandchildren, because that's when you start realizing that children are really grand. They are grand. But then some of us live long enough to have those grandchildren having children, and then we have to add another word, great. Now they're great grandchildren, so they're even better yet. They just keep getting better. They just keep getting better. If I should live long enough to have great grandchildren, but I don't think that's happening, because I'm 71. Well, I'm almost 71. I'll be 71 in another day or two. I don't know, something like that. I don't keep track of that. And my oldest great grandchild is 7. So I probably, well, you never know though. If I live to be 95, I might have great grandchildren. You never know. If I take care of my health and think positive, you just never know. And so, but yeah, I have been having the greatest time with my little ones. They're just beautiful, and they're just beautiful. Ella Grace is 3 years old, and Taylor's 7, and they are just wonderful with their little southern accents from Alabama. Yeah, they're so cute, so cute. And so we had Belgian waffles for lunch. Holy smokes, my daughter fixed up. She had made Belgian waffles, and she had blueberry topping, blueberry, cherry, and apple toppings, and ready whipped cream, syrups, sugars, anything you wanted, to make them suckers to be so unhealthy. But they were so good. So, yeah, tomorrow I gotta make sure no sugar, girlfriend. Eat healthy. So, but yes, we have had a glorious, wonderful day. So wonderful. And so I just love family. You know, I ain't saying we got the greatest family in the world. You know, we got, our family is a little dysfunctional in spaces, in places, but you know what? That's okay. It's okay. That dysfunction in there just makes it more exciting. That's just like this here spider web. It's not completely symmetrical. Got a little dysfunction right here in this here spider web. And so, but yes, this is wonderful. It's just wonderful. Oh, and you know what I learned too? If you have a 7-year-old child, and you get him a what do they call them? They're like drones. He's got a little drone. It's little. It's only little, but it's got like 4 helicopter wings. them suckers, if it gets too close to your face, it'll cut you. And that poor boy, he was working on his little drone and he was flying it, and he flew it right into his lip. And the blade of that little helicopter just, it was not good. I mean, he didn't have no stitches or nothing. Just his grandma, his Gigi, holding on to him and hugging on him and putting the little wet paper towel on there and loving on him. That made everything all good, you know. So, yeah, that all worked out good. So he was fine, but you gotta be careful. See, how does that color? Is that's more of a pinkish. You know what? Maybe I need the little bit darker, but then that's going to be more like that. Let's see. Oh, well, let's go with that. No, you know what? Purple. Okay, so what oh, hi, Papa. You scared me with your blurp.
Oh, I didn't mean to scare you.
Okay, I'm making the spider web on here for these friends, for my friends.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I'd like to take a little trip outside.
Okay. You're gonna go ahead and check for boogers. Okay, go check for boogers, and I'm gonna be in here for just a little while. Hey! I told you I'm doing a video. Don't do that stuff in here when I'm doing a video. Yes, you did do it on purpose. Why'd you lift your leg?
I didn't.
Oh, that man. I'm telling you. Swanee.
I sure do love you.
And I sure do love you too, darling. They don't come with a money-back guarantee. So if they start acting a little goofy, I hope you all didn't hear what he did, because it sounded pretty doggone gross. So here, this one, I'm just doing some straight lines now. I'm just kind of fanning them out a little bit. I can go back in here and do other things if I so choose. But see, I just don't want it to take too long. And so I'm doing very simple. I'm going very simple. I'm only saying that because I can't think of anything else to do. My brain isn't working real well, so I've got to go simple. I don't have a choice. See, that purple is perfect to put that in there. A lot of purple now is used with Halloween colors. You know, years ago, Halloween was only, Halloween was black and orange. But now purple is put into a lot of Halloween, and I think they go really well together. So, actually, you can use any color. Because this could be a bohemian. This could be a bohemian spider right there. Now in the middle, I don't want anything real bright. I mean, dark color, because I don't want to. So I'm going to go only with this yellow that you can't probably hardly even see. And you know what? I'm just going to do all those little spaces with this yellow, and I'm putting in circles because I don't want to lose my spider. Susie the spider. I think she's just beautiful. She is just beautiful. You saw an inchworm. I've never seen an inchworm. But we were out at the swing set, and Ella was swinging, and she goes, look, and there was an inchworm on the ground. I have never in my 71 years ever seen an inchworm. And so they picked it up, and because my granddaughter, she ain't scared of bugs. She likes bugs. And so, and that's the first time I've ever got to see inchworm actually inch his way from point A to point B. That was so interesting, the inchworm. I loved it. So I had a moth last night and this morning, and an inchworm. So that's pretty awesome. Now I'm getting my, see how long I've only been on here 29 minutes, that's all. I took my nail polish off today because my granddaughter came with some more of the Color Street nails that I'm going to put on. Probably when I'm done with this, I'll probably go into my last set I put on, and I did it on film, and I didn't have a clue as to what I was doing, but they turned out really good. And I put them on the 2nd of October. This is the 21st of October, and I took them off. They were perfect. I mean, they weren't still in absolute perfect shape when I took them off. They were a little bit, they had grown out because it'd been that long. And then there was a couple spots on them that had chipped, but because of the color I used, you couldn't even tell that they were worn or chipped in any way. But I'd never used that kind of stuff before. It's nail polish. It's like a peel and stick nail polish, but it's regular nail polish. When you open the package, because it's in a airtight sealed package when you get them, and it smells just like nail polish, but they're dry. It's dry, and you just take the topping off and the bottoming off and put them on your nails, and your nails are beautiful. And it lasted that long. So I think I'm gonna do that when I'm done here. Put on some new ones. Put me on some new ones. These two nails look like they're dirty underneath, but what that is that's where my nails are like hard as nails. And I was just pulling out my sock, and I pulled it with my nails, pulling out my sock, and these two bent backwards till they bled underneath at the quick there, but didn't break the nail. I didn't care that it bled, and so it's still kind of dark under there where the bleed was. But I'm just glad it didn't break my fingernail, because that would have been the end of the world, really, right there. Breaking my fingernail, the end of the world. It's too early for the world to end. So I'll probably go and put those on. Boy, I can hardly believe it's almost the end of October. Almost the end. And then comes Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and all holidays. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of them. I like to do something. If I know of a holiday coming up, like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all those things, I like to know. I like to know about them. I like to know things about them. And because, like, I could be part of any of those customs. I could, you never know. I'm slipping off my chair. I gotta get myself back up on it again. I'm an edge sitter on a chair. And so I get way to the edge, and before long, plop, I fall on the floor. And so there is so many good customs out there that may not be a custom that, relates to me, but I like to know that day and give honor or something. I don't know what you would say to that day. There's so many holidays in December. There's Boxing Day. There's a lot of holidays, and I like to know all of them. So I always say, I was raised Catholic, and things went south in that department, and so I kind of lost my membership or something. But I always still say that I'm part Catholic, but then I've been to different churches. I've been to Baptist, I've been to Pentecostal. What else did I belong to? And so I'm part all of those things. So I can be part anything I want to be. Because, see, my family, paternal side of the family is all Finnish. They are Finnish to the bone, all of them. And my maternal side of the family is a lot of Norwegian and Polish. And so I'm part Norwegian and part Polish and part Finnish. I'm half Finnish, but then I'm part Catholic and part Baptist and part Pentecostal and part Kwanzaa. That's over in Africa, where they do the Kwanzaa. I'm part Jewish. I'm part Jewish because I choose to be, and I'm part spider because I've got my little friend right there. And so you can be whatever you want to choose to be. Sometimes I think I want to be. I watch these shows on Alaskan fishermen, fish that go out in these great big ships, and I forget what kind of fish they go after up there. And I like documentaries. I like that kind of stuff. That's dangerous when they get out there in them big old ships to go fishing to get them big old fish. And so I always thought how that would be fun. It would be if I was young and spry, because you got to be young and spry to be able to do that. Because them boats get thrown around in the water so much, and you got to be ready. And so one time I decided I was going to be part Alaskan so I can go fish on the big ships. So that's okay, if you want to do that. Now, this here is what I think is just simply gorgeous. There's my tree, and there's my spider web, and there's my spider. And look at that. And you can do it all colorful, or you can do it all black and white. But look how the spider web is attached to the tree. Susie the spider there, she just got there and just attached it to the tree. There's more limbs out here. You just can't see them because they're off the page. But isn't that beautiful? I could put fall leaves on this. I might go further with that and add some fall leaves and write happy fall y'all or something right there. And I think that's just beautiful. I don't think there ain't nothing wrong with that right there. I think that's beautiful. I got some stickers too. I don't have them right here. Real beautiful fall stickers. I'm going to do more with this, but this gives you an idea. If you have nothing else to do, then look at my new drink bottle. Do you see this? My hubster bought this for me for my birthday. It ain't even my birthday. But I love this bottle. And I love it because it's got a lid. Look, see the lid? So where you put your mouth on it, nothing gets on that lid except your mouth. And you push right here, bonk, and it opens and get a drink. And then you close it again. And so if you have your drink sitting there on your desk and a moth comes in there, he ain't going to get in there. And then there's even a lock. See here? This will lock the lid. I mean, this is a fancy schmancy cup here. This is a fancy schmancy. Well, it's not a cup, it's a bottle. But see, there's a lock. Now, see, I can't. Well, maybe the lock goes this way. No. Maybe the lock, I didn't have it all the way over here, maybe. That's it. See, I get it all the way over here, and this is locked. So if I had it in like a backpack or something, and I have it on lock, it won't accidentally push and open. And look, it's got a little handle. You can carry it. I just thought you'd like to see that. That's my birthday present from my hubster. He bought that for me. And he bought it at Target. And then my bracelet. See, you can't hardly see it because it's beautiful. But this bracelet, my daughter got me that for my birthday. It's not even my birthday. She got me this for my birthday. I've gotten so many birthday things. And then Gail, she sent me them, these. She sent me these for my birthday. And then another girl, she put in money in my PayPal. And I thought I seen in my email that I got this money in my PayPal. And I thought, oh, I got to order. I thought it, because it was the same amount as my order, something myself. So I thought, well, I need to get her order done. And then I noticed, because they don't say what it's for in the email, they just said you got money kind of thing. And so then when I went and looked, it was a gift. It was a gift for my birthday. It's not even my birthday. I'm telling you. I think today's my uncle's birthday. My uncle is 20. No, he's not 20 nothing. He's 81. He is exactly 10 years and 2 days older than me. 10 years and 2 days older than me. And it's my uncle, and he's now 81. And I can remember when my Uncle David and me, we rode the same school bus, because in our little township where we lived, we were in Minnesota at the time, he was in high school and I was in grammar school. But we only had one bus that come out there, and it picked up all the kids. And so we rode the same school bus to school. And we were on the same school bus, and now we're like 71 and 81. So that was like a long time ago. So I need to read y'all something, or sing y'all something. I won't sing you something. You guys might find me sometime on you might not think this is too funny, but you might see me on TikTok. I started playing on TikTok to see if I could figure out how to use TikTok, and doggone it, if I didn't make a couple of little videos on TikTok, I said, I can do this. This is really cute. So anyway, okay, look at this. Do you all know this song here? Let the Rest of the World Go By. If you know this song, I don't know if I remember the tune, so I may get this wrong. But anyway, sing along with me. With someone like you, a pal so good and true, I'd like to leave it. I'm sorry, I'll start over there. I got that doggone frog just jumped in my throat. Okay, sing along. Scene 1, take 2. With someone like you, a pal so good and true, I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find some place that's known to God alone. Just a spot to call our own. We'll find perfect peace where joy will never cease. Out there beneath a kindly sky, we'll build a sweet little nest somewhere in the west, and let the rest of the world go by. And let the rest of the world go by. I love these songs that I have in this part of this book, because these here, oh, don't pinch me in. This was actually a book. I had made up a bunch of these books whenever I was being an activity director, because I loved having sing-alongs, and my residents loved sing-alongs. And so I got all of the old songs, you know, My Blue Heaven, When Whippoorwills Call, Dear Hearts and Gentle, How You Gonna Keep 'Em Down on the Farm, Over There, This Land Is Your Land, Oh, You Beautiful Doll, You Great Big, In My Mary. And they loved our sing-alongs. They wanted to do sing-alongs every day. They wanted to sing all the time. But we sang these songs over and over so much that I would hear them singing, you know, on their own sometimes, you know. My Wild Irish Road Siren. So many good songs, and I love them. Old sing-along songs. They were always so great. And so I won't read to you today because I sing to you. And so, but I do ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and it is almost Halloween. So make a really beautiful spider web. God bless you all. May He watch over you. Did I already say this? May He watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.